Hi, I'm Nicole H. I'm currently 20 weeks pregnant in my first surrogacy. Here's a little belly shot. The last couple of videos I did, I kind of talked about processes and things like that. And this week I'm going to talk about more fun stuff. Here a couple weeks ago, my intended parents, Karen and Trevor, got to come in for a visit. We had an ultrasound and a hospital tour lined up for them. So the first thing we did was the ultrasound. And on the way up in the elevator, they told me that they wanted to find out the sex, which up until that point, it was going to be a secret up until birth. So I was kind of surprised, but I understand why they wanted to find out. So we get into the ultrasound room, and I got to see the reactions to everything, which was awesome. They got to hear the heartbeat for themselves and see everything up on the screen for themselves. And so I think they were in complete awe. It was nice to watch. I tried not to cry, but um, the only issue with our ultrasound was our technician acted kind of strange toward us. I don't know. She directed all the questions towards me and didn't really have anything to do with Karen and Trevor. She made it kind of awkward. We tried to make it as obvious as possible what was going on, and I don't know if she didn't agree with what we were doing, or she didn't understand what we were doing, or maybe that's just her personality. I don't know. But after that, we found out from our doctor that everything was measuring perfectly. She just confirmed everything that the ultrasound technician said. And it was nice for them to meet the doctor that I go to in advance before the birth so that they can already get acquainted and familiar with each other. After we did that and they got all their questions answered from her, we went on over to the hospital and got our tour. The tour was great because they just went above and beyond to show them everything, answer all their questions, make sure everything was clear and laid out for them. So whenever they did come in for the birth, they were going to be catered to 100%. Which I'm thankful for that, because it's special for them too, and I'd hate for them to be at the hospital and be uncomfortable or feel like they're in the way or anything. So it's just great that the hospital is so understanding and caring with our situation. After we did our hospital tour, we came on back to Glasgow where I live, and I tried to show them as much as possible. There's not much here, but I took them to the bakery that I work and fixed them lunch and brought them to the drugstore that we have here in town and the winery. Of course, I couldn't participate in anything at the winery, but I think they enjoyed it. And then I took them down to Beckett's here in town to eat dinner. I had my kids that weekend, so they got to join us. I wish Karen and Trevor were here every time we went out to eat, because my kids are so well behaved. They aren't usually that good when we go out. After that, we went to my mom's house where Karen and Trevor were going to stay. We didn't want them to have to stay in a hotel. So the kids pretty much hogged up all the Karen and Trevor time. I think they wanted to play with them constantly, and I'm sure it really wore Trevor out. Ava kept wanting to play catch and running around with them, and so it was just really nice that the kids were so open and willing to just be themselves around them. Sometimes they're kind of shy. Well, my little boy is, but they all had a really good time. So much that the next morning when they realized Karen and Trevor were gone already, Ava was very disappointed. And she might just be 5 years old, but she really understands a lot about what's going on, and she asks me a lot of questions, and she'll tell random strangers everything that's going on. Sometimes, sometimes I wish she wouldn't, but I'm really thankful that she understands so much. My little boy, he doesn't really care as much as her, but I just am really thankful that she's so excited about it. My mom and stepdad and my brother, they were also out with us, and it just felt like family with them to visit. It was real nice, and I hated to see them go. It's going to feel like forever before I see them again. That first 20 weeks seems like it goes by way faster than the second 20 weeks, so I'm just really looking forward to seeing them again and handing them over their daughter. It's going to be really exciting. Thanks for listening. I'll see you here in a couple weeks.